Someone talk about the mechanism that which parking will benefit from the development of the hotel.
Chuck, you want to address that, or Marlene? The mechanism as to why Bronx parking is going to benefit, or how they're going to benefit?
What's the mechanism?
Well, number one, we'll get revenue. Number two, there'll be fewer parking spaces, so the demand for the other parking spaces will go up. You know, it's sort of counterintuitive, but when you build a smaller ballpark, the seats sell out quicker because people know there's a scarcity. And you know, we hopefully in time we'll be able to bring the price down for the game parking and other parking. And there'll be other people using the lots.
Sorry to ask, but with the hotel operator and developer, is it like leasing the land from the city or from?
Hasn't been determined yet. It's just an expression of interest. We'll work to develop the structure that makes economic sense to everybody.
In other words, if you let me give me 1 second, Chuck. In other words, this is a request for expression of interest. This is the step right before the RFP, the request for proposal. And what we want people, everyone who we met with, a lot of folks have been interested in developing a hotel for many years. Some folks are now interested because they see that the Bronx has come back in a big way. Those individuals who I've met with, Marlene, this is the time for you to sharpen your pencils. This is the time for you to get your financing together. This is the time for you to get your team together. This is the time for you to express your interest. In terms of the parking garage here, we know that unfortunately, while we have a new stadium, the parking garage right behind us on any home game is about half vacant. And these garages were invested. There was an investment with bondholders, and we see more and more of those bondholders not being able to get a good rate of return on their investment. And so we want to kill a number of birds with one stone, with one giant stone here, in this case being a hotel. But this is for us saying, everyone who's approached us, this is the time now to get your team together. This is the time now for you to show us that you're interested.
Mr. Borough President, I don't want to rain on your parade. Have you ever saw what will happen to the people who live here when if the hotel is built, that the rent will go up and increase the community of homelessness? Do you have any plan when the day comes?
Well, a number of things. You're not raining on my parade. It's a sunny day today, and even if it was raining, this announcement is just too huge. The reality is that quite a great deal of the buildings in the surrounding area are rent stabilized. Remember that was the fear when the new stadium went up. That has not been the case. People have not been displaced. And what we want is for the people in the surrounding area, what we will make sure, because we've seen this movie before, is for them to actually have the decent jobs, the better than minimum wage jobs that are here, so they can not only afford their rent, but afford other good things for themselves and their families, so they can afford to live a little bit better. And so that's what we want to have here. If it's going to become valuable in terms of property, that's a good thing. That's what we want. And if people are now struggling, certainly having a half-empty garage is not helping their wallets. I think a hotel will.
Have you followed what is happening in Williamsburg, that the gentrification there have been displaced, all the people, especially the Puerto Rican, the other Latinos?
I'm not sure that has anything to do with a hotel over there, but Williamsburg is another borough. This borough has Borough President Rubén Diaz Jr.
Questions? Who else? Patrick, good.